Evil Larry was peacefully sleeping when he suddenly got a notification. Today's screen time report, 19 hours. Evil Larry slowly opened one eyeball. "That's impossible," Evil Larry whispered. Another notification popped up. "Most used app, calculator, 10 hours. Evil Larry sat up immediately. "This is weirds, because I never use his calculator," Evil Larry said. He stared at the phone suspiciously. The phone stared back suspiciously. But suddenly, something terrible happened. Smoke began filling the room. Lots of smoke. Evil Larry couldn't seize anything. "Who turned on the smoke machine?" yelled Evil Larry. He coughed dramatically. But then Evil Larry remembered something important. The anti-smokinator 3000. Evil Larry crawled across the floor like a confused turtle. He slammed a big red button. The anti-smokinator 3000 activated. A giant fan spun up. The smoke got absolutely obliterated. The room was clear again. Evil Larry looked around. Something was missing. His phone. Evil Larry gasped so loud that a spoon fell off the counter. "Who the fart did this?" yelled Evil Larry. He looked around the room carefully. Then he saw it, a giant hole in the roof. The moonlight shined through it very suspiciously. Evil Larry stroked his peanut thoughtfully. I got an idea," said Evil Larry. He sprinted outside. In the driveway sat his newest invention, the Evil Copter 3000. It had 6 propellers, 3 horns, and cup holders. Evil Larry jumped inside. The engine started with the sound of 7 leaf blowers fighting. He lifted off into the sky. The Evil Copter 3000 slowly flew into the clouds. Evil Larry looked around carefully. The clouds were suspicious today, very suspicious. Then Evil Larry noticed something, a weird-shaped cloud. That cloud kind of looks like a calculator," Evil Larry whispered. Evil Larry flew closer. The cloud was not a cloud. It was a building, a gigantic floating warehouse. "This is extremely suspicious activities," said Evil Larry. He landed the Evil Copter 3000 on top of the cloud building. Evil Larry kicked the door open. The door dramatically swung open, even though it was already open. He stepped inside, and then he saw it. A massive factory, machines everywhere, conveyor belts, gears, loud clanking noises. And what were the machines making? Pinar explosion chambers, hundreds of them, thousands maybe. "Hey, those are my inventions," yelled Evil Larry. Evil Larry walked deeper into the factory. In the center of the building was something strange, a giant throne, a very suspicious throne. Evil Larry slowly approached it, and sitting on the throne was his phone. Evil Larry narrowed his eyes. The phone screen lit up. The calculator app was open. The calculator slowly typed a message. "It appears you've fallen into my trap." Evil Larry crossed his arms. "Oh yeah? What's 6 times 7? said Evil Larry. The calculator paused. It thought very hard. Very, very hard. Numbers started appearing, then disappearing, then appearing again. The calculator began sweating. "Well, crap," typed the calculator. The phone started beeping loudly. "Uh-ohs," said Evil Larry. Boom! The calculator exploded. The throne exploded. The factory exploded. And every single Pinar explosion chamber exploded. The entire floating warehouse exploded into tiny, suspicious pieces. Evil Larry calmly flew away in the Evil Copter 3000. Luckily, Evil Larry had an Apple phone, so he flew straight to the Apple store. He walked inside. "Hello, I would like to trade this in," said Evil Larry. The Apple employee inspected the phone. It was completely destroyed. He nodded. "Best I can do is an atom and 2 dust particles," said the employee. "Deal," said Evil Larry. Evil Larry walked out of the store proudly holding his new atom and 2 dust particles. He smiled. "Technologia," said Evil Larry.